think everyone knows, especially in games like this, sometimes it's factors beyond your control. Last year, factors beyond the control put the field in different conditions. The legend of 85, we'll call it, but the legend of 86, it looked like it might have been a repeat last night, the way the rain was coming down on Wednesday night, but it's an absolutely beautiful day for football here. The wind is blowing, like I said, a brisk wind, but the field is in beautiful playing condition, and we're ready for the opening kickoff, and it's going to be one heck of a football game. Well, Roger straightens things out as the Panthers line up to kick off.
Okay, here we go. Back to receive for Westwood, number 23, Mike LaCamera. Number 46, Jim Jennis. And number 36, Ted Yabaccio.
It's interesting though, Roger, Holliston won the toss and they elected to take the wind. I mean, that shows you just how brisk this wind is blowing out here. They want the win in the first quarter, obviously, because of Sweeney's arm. Sweeney does like to throw and play option, so they want that wind early to try and get the first touchdown. The first touchdown is going to be the big one this afternoon.
Kicking off for Holliston will be number 35, Bill Phipps. And we are just about underway here. Brisk wind blowing, as Dan said. And here's the kick to start the game off. And it's going to be number 36, Ted Yabaccio, picking up at about his own 5-yard line, bring it out to about the 7. Well, it'll be 1st and 10, Westwood.
Bad break for the Wolverines right to start. Ted Yabaccio having a little problem handling that ball, probably the ball flying around with the wind. It's going to be interesting to see. Now you're going to see, starting right out, quarterback Greg Warren. He's going to have the wishbone behind him this afternoon. We're going to have to see just how well this Panther defense reacts to it, because I know that they don't expect it.
And that's one of the things that we said about Eric. He's got some new things they're going to throw at Holliston, and we're going to see how Holliston is going to react. In the wishbone, Brian Warren, the quarterback. Greg Warren, rather, excuse me. That's Mike LaCamera with the ball. Mike LaCamera, the ball carrier. God, who may see some action today. We'll wait and see. We got Jim Jenna splitting wide left. Warren to Walter Burrell. Walter Burrell around the right side, off tackle. Nice gain by Burrell, brought down by number 35, Hines again.
Again, Roger, that's going to be, if it starts working the way, that's going to work all afternoon unless Holliston makes adjustments. There's inside people that Westwood knows that they can't run power to power against them. They don't want to try and do that. What they want to do is trap these ends, and these ends, they effectively take them right out of the ball game. And they take people like Bicknell and other people who are that big defensive people also out of the ball game. And so far, it's worked. The first 2 plays have looked perfect so far for the Wolverines.
We got a 1st and 10 here for Westwood on their own 25-yard line. Burrow getting the first down there. Now we got an option there, but it didn't get off the ground. Warren was swamped by Holliston players. Loss of about 4 on the play.
Looked like Greg Warren give him a chance to do the pitch out.
We have a 2nd and 14 for Westwood. We're going to have flags. Probably be called against Westwood. Offsides. Penalty on the play.
Kevin McCoy stood up just a second too soon. The referee's talking about it. He might have jumped. He might have been touched before he came up.
We'll wait and see. Odds are it's against Westwood in a situation like that, and it is. Penalty against Westwood. Illegal procedure. Offsides. That'll bring Westwood back another 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 19 from their own 18-yard line. Westwood in the hole right now, early on in the game. We're going to have to get out. This will be Warren's first test on the pass. And his receivers who haven't. Then he's not going to pass. Ball carrier was.
That was Rocco Ruggiero.
Number 27, Rocco, who usually wears number 31, so that's why.
He wears 31 in white, he wears 27 in green.
Rocco Ruggiero, the ball carrier. Now we'll see Warren passing. And his receivers are going to have a tough time because the wind is blowing hard in their face, and it's also cool. The hands will get cold real quick on a day like today. There's Warren setting up in the pocket. Looking for Mark Thurman, incomplete. Photographer knocked down on the sideline. Thurman throwing a punt return this year. He's punting deep from his own territory. Kicks to the corners real well, but he's kicking into the wind today, as you can see. And it comes out to about the 45-yard line of Westwood, where Holliston will take over 1st and 10 with great field position.
Well, as they switch sides,
Holliston has had 4 shutouts, so they're pretty evenly matched teams. We'll take a look at Sweeney as he sets up now at quarterback. Gonna pass right on first down. Rolling out to his left. Intercepted by number 48, Mr. Westwood, Dave Henderson, and a great play. Again, problems covering people, but he's made great progress throughout the year. I've picked Holliston to win this game, and I'd like nothing better for them than then come back and stuff it in my face and win this game. And Dave Henderson making a great play right there. Ball carrier on that play was number 27, Rocco Ruggiero, up the middle. Rocco Ruggiero, the ball carrier. We got Michael Campbell with the ball off the left tackle. Gain of about 4 more yards on that play. Tackled by number 81, and 81 is Bob Bicknell, Big Bob Bicknell.
Raj, that's the reason, the Panther defense.
All right, we got a 3rd and 2 here for Westwood. Key play. That's going to be Rocco Ruggiero with the first down, and then some, cross midfield. He's going to be brought down by number 37, and 37 is Tom Hines. Rocco Ruggiero for the first down.
Again, Wishbone with the misdirection. Without a doubt, this offensive line, we've got to give you their names. This offensive line so far is just dominating the line of scrimmage. They're trap blocking beautifully and opening up huge holes for these running backs.
And we're across midfield, and it's Holliston's 47-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 10 Westwood. And boy, this is a pretty good drive. They're looking good, just chewing up yardage in the middle. Second man through, Walter Burrow. We got a penalty on the play. Rocco Ruggiero with the ball. Tackled by number...
It's not going to work.
From Holliston's 34-yard line. We got a 1st and 10 Westwood here from Holliston's 34-yard line. A great extended drive here by Westwood. That's Michael Cameron with the ball. Maybe get back to the line. All right, we got a 2nd and 10 here for Westwood. From about the 34-yard line of Holliston. Option pitch out to number 23, Michael Cameron. He's trying to get around that right underneath. We're lucky all year long with the weather, though. We've been real fortunate. Warren looking to pass. And looking for Mark Thurman again.
And here this afternoon.
Oh, Warren is punting from his own 49. Just gets that kickoff. It's going to take a Holliston bounce pretty much, and it's going to stop at about the 20-yard line. 3rd and 2 for Holliston. 3rd and 2 for Holliston from their 27-yard line. 3rd and 2 Holliston from their 27-yard line. Sweeney, the main ball carrier thus far in the 3 plays that Holliston has had from offense. Passing on the other one was intercepted by Dave Henderson. Looking to pass to his left, and he's got number 32, Shea, complete. And he's hit by number 64, Jeff Roberts, and it's going to be close to the first down.
Mike Shea just about 2 or 3 yards off the line of scrimmage coming from his tight end position.
Sweeney pitching out to number 22, going to be tackled from behind. No, Kevin McCoy missed him. And he's going to be brought down out of bounds by number 66, Dave Curley, and they're going to throw a flag on that for unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness, take a pick. He was out of bounds when Curley tackled him.
It was a good play by Kevin McCoy, and Nick Peters came up with a great read. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get their hands on Cordani. Cordani was able to get around the corner, pick up about 14 yards, and then...
On the penalty, and the first down run by Cordani. Sweeney to Cordani. Cordani runs into his own player. We got another flag down here. Cordani is stopped by number 69, Peter Bean. Rich Cordani, the ball carrier, flag on the play.
It's going to be holding against Holliston.
Holding against Holliston. That'll back Holliston up and take away some of the yardage they got on the penalty.
I'll tell you, Raj, the emotion here, you can feel it in the air. It's just incredible. You look around the field and it's just lined right now.
All right, first down for Holliston and about 20 to go. Sweeney passing left over to Grimwood, and it's complete to Grimwood. Grimwood went deep into Westwood territory, brought down by 48 Dave Henderson and 47 Craig Runcie. Complete to Grimwood, brought down by Dave Henderson and Craig Runcie.
6-0 Williams at the end of the first quarter.
We got a score of 6-0 Archbishop Williams against Cardinal Spellman at the end of the first quarter. We have a score from the Archbishop Williams Cardinal Spellman game. Archbishop Williams is winning 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. I don't think that's on. I think somebody pulled the plug. Sweeney rolling out to his left again and passing to 32. Shea.
10 what? Holliston Panthers.
Second.
Second and 10. Second and 7.
Okay, close enough. Sweeney rolling out. He's going to be brought down by Kevin McCoy, number 79.
Again, Rod, it's the big play. The big play. Kevin McCoy, who's been in on Sweeney on just about every play that he's tried. Every time he's tried to throw, and finally Kevin McCoy got in there and was able to get his hands on. He's going to set up a 3rd and long.
And then we're going to be at the end of the first quarter. Yeah, end of the first quarter. No score here. Up to pass. Oh, a draw play. Fake draw. Sweeney's passing deep. And there should be a flag on that one, yes.
It should be offensive interference.
It should be offensive. Offensive, yes it is. Offensive interference. The Holliston player just dragged him down from behind.
37, Tim Hines just pulled Nick Peters down right from behind. Nick Peters was with him, stride for stride. Great defensive play by Peters, and he would have had the pick off if it hadn't been for the offensive interference on Hines.
A great call, real great call. Dan, I'm going to let you take the announcements here for a minute. I'm going to try to fix this PA.
Okay, again, they're going to march this off. It's also going to be a loss of down. It's going to be 4th down. 4th down and a lot of Westwood real estate if they're going to try and pick up a 1st down. Offensive pass interference called against the Panthers. And the punt's away. It's going to go over Henderson's head to his left. It's going to roll down and fall dead at about the 3-yard line. Like we heard in speeches before, these kids, you know, if they believe everything they read, they believe Holliston walks on water, and they're finding out that they don't.
Yep. Warren to Walter Burrow on a misdirection play. I think I saw a penalty coming out. He and Jim Hanley will be running the plays in and out. Thus far, we have not seen Brian Quinn.
I'm sure we will before the day's out,
That's for sure. Warren calling signals, taking the ball from Joe Bean, number 55. And that's Michael Campbell with the ball. And he's breaking up the right sideline. Knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line on a great run. Now that'll open it up, set up a passing play or two if they want to. Greg Warren, the quarterback. Offsides against Holliston.
Roger, I got a chance. Run them to perfection.
All right, we got a 1st and 5 here for Westwood on the penalty. That's Rocco Ruggiero with the ball. Cross midfield down to Holliston's 40.
You're running a wishbone.
Yep. We got a 1st and 10 here for Westwood from Holliston's 45-yard line. Warren, second man through.
Halbeck used to send him back to make sure he did before every game.
Yep. 2nd and 5. And that's Mike LaCamera on the counter.
Again, that counter.
All right, 3rd and less than a foot. Look for it to come right up the middle. Rocco Ruggiero. There it is. 1st down, Rocco Ruggiero. It's going to be tough figuring out which microphone to use now, huh? Then they had to change microphones here on the PA, and they both look alike. Okay. 1st and 10, Westwood from their own, from Holliston's 29-yard line. Mike LaCamera with the ball in there for the 1st down. And a great...
Roger, the key with an offense, they learned in 2 days. That's the key. They learned this offense in 2 days.
1st and 10, Westwood. And that's Rocco Ruggiero with the ball. Rocco's trying to get around the right side. He's going to go in. Touchdown, Rocco Ruggiero! Touchdown, Westwood leads 6-0. No flags on the field. Great play. And that's going to take the win.
98 yards. Roger, that's basically called taking the ball and shoving it down their throat.
Yep. Greg Warren. Greg Warren is holding. The snap is down. It's going to be a pass for 2 points, hopefully. Complete to number 16. Who's number 16?
Number 6.
No. And number 81, Bob Bicknell. And kicking off for Westwood is number 13, Brendan McCafferty. Great drive there by Westwood. 98 yards, all on the ground. Rocco Ruggiero chewing up yardage. Mike LaCamera on that great 34-yard run. Takes the wind out of the sails of Holliston a little bit and lets them know that Westwood came to play. McCafferty's kicking to Bicknell at about his own 15-yard line. Out to 20, 25, out to about the 30.
8-0, the Wolverines lead.
This is a great game.
But like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how this Panther offense reacts now after having the ball literally just stuffed right down their throat on defense.
Mark Sweeney pitching out to Kodani. Kodani going around the left end for Holliston from their own 35-yard line. Sweeney looking to pass over to the right. Almost intercepted by number.
With an offense that is brand new to this team. I mean, it's really not, it's a variation of the offense they've been running all season long, but to run it to such perfection and to take it, literally take it to what is considered one of the prime teams, prime defenses in all of Massachusetts, without a doubt.
We've got a flag on the play. Sweeney rolling out to his left, looking for Bicknell. Knocked down by Mike LaCamera at the last minute, and he could have had the interception, but we'll wait and see what the flag is. I can't hear it. Illegal procedure against foul. No, I don't tell anybody.
Matt Bauer. Takes over the microphone.
Misdirection play.
Keep making those big plays. Frustration sets into the opposition, and you just start to overflow with confidence. And so far, the confidence is with the Wolverines.
2nd and 9, Westwood from their 45-yard line. Warren looking to pass, looking long to Jim Jettis. Intercepted. Intercepted from their own 19. Mark Sweeney, the quarterback for Holliston.
And the emotion is just overflowed out here.
These guys want it.
Roger, I think I said it on the show the other night, it's going to come down to heart. Because these teams are so evenly matched. Heart, desire, and execution. And so far, the execution has been with the Wolverines.
We got 1st and 20 for Holliston from their own 10-yard line. Sweeney pitching out to Kodani. Kodani going to be stopped by number 47, Craig Runcie. A great play, reading it real well.
And they learn things so quickly. And it's also a good word for the coaching staff. They've done an outstanding job.
Still 2nd and 20 for Holliston. They're inside their own 10-yard line. Westwood is pushing them back and pushing them back. Sweeney looking to pass. Going to get under pressure from Peter Bean, and he's
played.
Sweeney is going to have to pass again, and you know the secondary is going to be ready for him. And you know these guys are going to be blitzing. No pass, and it's Bicknell on a reverse. Back to receive for Westwood, number 23,
Mike 42-yard line, prime field position with 3:40 left in the first half.
1st and 10, as Dan said, from the 42. Craig Warren, the quarterback. Walter Burrow with the ball in the middle. Warren calling signals, taking the snap from Joe Bean. Rocco Ruggiero in motion. Pitches it out to Mike LaCamera, and it's going to be read well by Holliston, but he's going to break loose. Still on his feet, up the side. Quiet type of ball play. You don't hear much from him. Does most of his talking on the field. 1st and 10, Westwood from Holliston's 35-yard line. Walter Burrell in motion. Draw play. Mike LaCamera, the ball. If a ticket was drawn, you would win $300. Buy a ticket from any one of the Boosters Club people wearing the white British.
Warren calling signals, little count, inside handoff. No. Ball's
loose. On the play. Holliston is going to recover it.
No, Walter Burrow was able to get back in time.
Literally and figuratively. Bob Bicknell with the ball. Up the middle, brought down by number 79, Kevin McCoy. Bob Bicknell, ball carrier, brought down by 79, Kevin McCoy.
Well, Roger, like we said, first touchdown was going to be the big one. Westwood's got it. Holliston's in a hole they've never been in before. Can this offense come back? Again, the wind's playing a big part. Sweeney, you can see down this much. They're not even going for broke. They're not trying anything. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, calling no timeouts.
2nd and 7 for Holliston from about the 25-yard line. Bicknell in motion. Bicknell's going to get the ball. No, he's not. Sweeney's going to pass it over the middle. Almost intercepted by number 48, Dave Henderson. 1:10 left in the half. Westwood leading 8-0. And what has got to be a shock to Holliston, just the way that Westwood has controlled this ball.
Controlled it on both sides of the ball, Roger. They've just controlled this first half completely.
Sweeney looking to pass, rolling out to his left, throwing to his right. Intended for number 82, and 82 is Mike Shea, incomplete.
But again, Roger, you can see Jeff Roberts was right there. They have got this.
Incredible. I don't think anybody today would have come in here and predicted this. Walter Burrell in motion. Warren setting up to pass. Looking over the middle. Going to be intercepted by Bob Bicknell. Bob Bicknell's being chased. He's going to be finally brought down by 66 Dave Coley to save the touchdown.
Well, it's not the big play, but the big mistake. Greg Warren threw a pass that he knows he never should have thrown. Unfortunately, threw it right in the arms of waiting Bob Bicknell. Bicknell rambled down to about the 18-yard line. Holliston now with 45 seconds is going to have one more chance, and this defense is going to be called upon to do their job like they've done all.
This is going to be the test right here.
All the first half.
1st and 10 from Westwood's 20. This is the big test for the defense right here.
That's the play that Holliston's been looking for.
Would really be a shot in the arm for Holliston if they could go into the locker room with a score. Westwood obviously wants to prevent that. We're going to have a flag on that. There was movement by Holliston. That's going to be a penalty against Holliston. 6 seconds left in the half. Sweeney looking for the quick pass over the middle. It was no good. He's going to be sacked by number 89, Mark Krakonis. Tackled by 89, Mark Krakonis.
Roger just doesn't stop. Big play after big play after big play. Ball on both sides of the ball. This time it was Mark Krakonis' turn to make the big play. He's picking up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Both the offense and the defense. Sweeney looking to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. His receivers are all covered. He's not going to get the pass off. He's going to be tackled by number 69, Peter Bean.
Roger, again, they flush Sweeney out. They have no one open at all. Sweeney's flushed out to the right inside, and Peter Bean just stays home in his defensive end position. He wasn't coming upfield at all. He just stood there. That was his job, not to let Sweeney get loose on that side. And again, Sweeney tried to do something, and there he was, right in his face. Again, execution by the defensive line.
And Wilfinger said the defensive ends would be the key to this game for them, and they have done a great job. Incomplete, just out of his reach. And Westwood will go into the locker room with an 8-0 lead. They have 13 seconds left.
Lead into the locker room.
What a first
Finger here to talk about today's game against Holliston. Eric, first and foremost, it's been raining through most of the night. It's a new field. It's going to drain well, obviously, but with the rain coming through all night long, how do you think that's going to impact the game, and what's it going to do to your offense?
Well, if it does stop around midnight like it's supposed to tonight, the field will be a little wet, but being that there's no patches of mud or anything, the field should be in as good a shape as any field around. Quite a contrast to last year. We probably played in the worst field in the history of football.
Well, there's another separate story there, which we don't have time to get into, unfortunately. We've heard it all before. But what do you see your strength on offense being against this Holliston defense?
They basically play a 4-3, which enables you to basically run inside. They really take away the outside. They've got exceptional talent in their secondary. That's basically our game plan, is try to control the ball and keep the ball away from them as much as possible.
All right, now you say the philosophy is an inside game, but honestly, you don't have real big people in your backfield. Some of the people that you might have wanted from past years obviously aren't going to be there. Mike LaCamera is a good, versatile back, and Quentin Scott obviously got a lot of speed, has trouble in the middle sometimes, but then you got Rocco Ruggiero, who again is not real big, but he's effective in the middle. Holliston's got a big defense. Do you see any problem there?
Well, we're basically going to go with the wishbone attack in this ballgame, which we've been working on for a while. And it's kind of modified. Basically, we're going to have all three backs in the backfield together, so they can't really key Michael. Now I guess it's on the news that Quentin will not be starting, and it's questionable whether he's going to be able to play. He got banged up on Monday, and Walter Burrell, freshman, will be starting at halfback today. But we're going to try to do a lot of misdirection type things. You know, with the small backs, you're absolutely right. We really can't really run straight at them, but with basically, we're going to run a lot of counter plays and be a lot of trap blocking, which we haven't used all year, and that's how we're going to try to offset the defensive line.
Coach, good luck today. Go out and give him help.
Okay,
Thanks a lot.
Can I just say this is my first time on television? Okay, we're here with Coach, defensive coordinator Paul Carroll, and Paul coming in this game without a doubt. Holliston, maybe not the best offense. Whalen, you thought might have been the best offense, but without the most talented, without a doubt, offense you've played all season long.
Well, as we've been talking, they come at you from so many different ways. You've got a quarterback who can roll out, run around you, and throw over you. They have a fullback who doubles as a tight end, who doubles as a wingback, who doubles as anything he feels like doubling as, and who can run over you. And you got a back who's as quick as most of the backs in our league. So our defense has to be kind of multifaceted in that we've got to be able to stop everything every time the ball is snapped, which is asking an awful lot of a defense.
Like you said, a quarterback that can run around you, run through you, throw over you. Bob Sweeney, without a doubt, the most talented player you've probably seen all season long. What are your keys to stop him? What do you have to do to stop him and take his game away from him?
Well, our defensive ends are going to be the key, and I think you'll see that as the game goes on. Anytime one of our defensive ends, either Mark Krukonis, Mark Thurman if he's in there, or Peter Bean, sit opposite a split end set, their sole read is the quarterback. So whatever the quarterback does, whether it's roll out, hand off, or go out for coffee, they're with him. So I think you hopefully will see a couple of occasions where Mark Sweeney has made a very nice ball fake, is rolling to the weak side to try and throw to his primary receiver, and he's going to find one of our defensive ends in his face. And if we get the shot, we're going to drill him. Because I think the element of surprise early in the game is going to be in our favor. And basically, that's what we're going to try and do. On every snap of the ball, we've got at least one, possibly two people reading the quarterback.
Now, the coaching staff from Holliston obviously knows that you're coming in this game keying on Sweeney. More pressure, I guess, also on the outside linebackers and your cornerbacks because, again, they will option. We saw some of the plays. You were running some of their plays all this week. You have to also protect that.
Tremendous amount of pressure on our outside people. Roberts on one side, Jeff Roberts on one side, Craig Runcie on the other have a tremendous amount of responsibility this week, and that Runcie is kind of responsible for Greenwood on the short stuff. Roberts is responsible for any of the outside runs to the strong side. And between the two of them, not only do they have to look for run, but they've also got to worry about pass, especially to anybody out of the backfield, for example, McNell. So the outside really will be tested. Our secondary as well will be tested because we're going to be in situations where Dave Henderson or Nick Peters will be man-on-man on their finest receiver, Greenwood. And it's put a lot of pressure on a young kid, but they've been in that situation all year. We've played man-to-man more than anybody else in the league, and I have the confidence in the young men to do the job, and I kind of think that our pass defense starts on Sweeney and not on the guys that are kind of individual in the backfield. We do the job up front. Sweeney's not going to have time to just throw that beautiful pass.
A score of 8-0 on a touchdown run by Rocco Ruggiero and a two-point conversion by Tom Despinoza. This has been a game in which 5-yard line up to the 30, cutting back across the sidelines, running back to about the 25, going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line by number 47, Craig Runcie. Good coverage. I'm sorry, number 17, Rob Bloomquist.
Roger had a chance to get into the locker room between at the half. I believe it was just what's been a perfect defense so far this afternoon.
First and 10, Holliston from their own 30-yard line. Sweeney, the quarterback. And that's Scudani with a fumble, but he recovers it.
Almost had a big play right there at the start.
Rich Scudani, the ball carrier, stopped by 64, Jeff Roberts.
But regardless of the fumble, it was still another great play. Jeff Roberts came up from his linebacker position and had it very all the way.
As you said earlier, Dan, these guys are staying at home and taking care of the coverage that they're supposed to. Westwood has done its homework, and now the only thing is get the guys to do their game, play their responsibilities, and it's been working thus far throughout the whole game.
You do your homework, then you take the test. So
That's
far
it,
they're
right
passing.
here. The test is doing real well. Sweeney looking to pass over to his left, but he's going to roll out and hold the ball, and he's going to be tackled by number 89, Mark Kokonis, the defensive
field today.
That's it. Fortunately, the weather hasn't been much of a factor. Mark Sweeney rolling out to his left to pass again. but he's going to eat the ball and hold on to it. And he's going to be brought down by number 64, Jeff Roberts. And this defense is playing very, very well.
Sweeney's got no time to pass. His key weapon is his rollout. He's not really a drop-back passer. He's a rollout passer. And when the defensive end's coming up like that, he can't roll out, and he's forced to come right back up, and there's a linebacker waiting for him
And you got to
every time.
credit the secondary because they're not leaving anybody open for Sweeney to pass to.
Exactly. Roger, if you're a Westwood coach, a Westwood player, the key really is the opening drive. And where did they go? They went 3 yards. And Westwood's going to get the ball back.
Max
Texans
Bear
went minus
punting
5.
To Dave Henderson and Michael Camera. We got a bad snap, and Bear's going to have to eat the ball, and Westwood's going to get great field position. We got a flag on the play. We'll wait and see. It's probably too many men downfield, the legal receiver downfield.
Well, wait, from where that was thrown, it was a referee back upfield, the way all of Westwood players are pointing at Holliston. And it is against Holliston.
Penalty against Holliston.
And it should be declined. If it's declined, I believe the Wolverines will take over on downs.
They're going to have great position no matter what. And Wilfinger and Paul Carroll are jumping all up and down over the ref about something. We have to wait and see. They're going to decline the penalty. Decline the penalty. Ineligible receiver downfield declined by Westwood. Westwood will take over and down. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Up Holliston. Westwood in great field position now at Holliston's 25-yard line. Greg Warren, the quarterback. Greg has played a great game at quarterback today with that new offense. That's Rocco Ruggiero with the ball, fighting every way for every yard he can get. Gain of about maybe 5 yards on that play by Rocco.
And he got it all in his own. It was a good play by Greg Warren to even get the ball off. He was wrapped up just as he turned. But that counter again worked, and Rocco just powered ahead for 5 yards.
2nd and 5 from Holliston's 20-yard line. 2nd and 5 from Holliston's 20-yard line. Big chance here for Westwood. Let's see if they can capitalize
my heart
it.
is beating a mile a minute.
Hey, I'm a homer, Dan. You know me. Warren to Mike LaCamera. Mike LaCamera in the middle, close to the first down.
Again, that veer, just a kind of a veer. It's you send one guy through one hole, and that takes up the defensive lineman and a linebacker, and then you send the other guy right through the hole right behind him to the next hole over. Like I said, you go through the 2 hole, then you go through the 4 hole. You go through the 1 hole, you go through the 3 hole. And that's just what's happened, and it's been so far extremely effective all afternoon, as you've been able to see.
Please report to Joe Quinn, report your earnings, and then we're going to get the drawing going. All the 50-50 rafflemen, please report to Joe Quinn.
1st and 10, Westwood. Rocco Ruggiero on the counter, and there's not going to be any yardage there. One of the few times all day that's happened.
Well, a few times that counter did not work. But still, the Wolverines in ideal field position. Try and get some more points on the board.
Yeah. Make it 2nd and 11 for Westwood from Holliston's 21-yard line. Warren running back into the huddle.
Still, Holliston get the ball, Roger. They were, again, unable to do anything, and that's going to be extremely frustrating because you make those adjustments at halftime, you come out and try and do it, you get the ball, and you can't do anything. Your adjustments don't work.
What do you want to bet they score a touchdown here right now? Greg Warren. Walter Burrow, flag on the play. All right, so I was wrong.
Walter Burrow, the ball carrier.
Working in about 20 for Westwood, working from Holliston's 25-yard line. This brings them back to about their original line of scrimmage on this drive.
Now watch this play, Raj.
This is a twist. LaCamera and Holliston read it pretty well, but LaCamera broke out of it, and he's still up on his feet. And there's a fumble on the play.
And he was called down, but not until he picked up the first down.
Great run by Mike LaCamera. He's been having a great game throughout this whole afternoon.
Roger, I watched that play yesterday in practice, and what that play is designed to do is Warren just comes out and runs completely out of the play. Michael Cameron then runs an option from that play, and that's exactly what it is. It's just an option play that Michael Cameron becomes a quarterback on. He kept the ball and was able to pick up about 15 yards.
3rd and 8 for Westwood. Okay, we have 3rd and 8 for Westwood from about the 10-yard.
Of Holliston. Big play there for Westwood. Warren doing the same thing again to the other side. And that's LaCamera rolling out to his left, optioning it out to Walter Bull. And the ball is fumbled, and Holliston will recover the ball. They went to the well once too often, and they got burned.
Well, the Wolverines suffering their 4th turnover of the day. That's going to happen with a new offense. It's going to happen when the ball is going to be flying around. But still, Holliston gets the ball deep in their own territory. Again, the defense is going to be called upon with 4:01 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
We got Holliston 1st and 10 from their own 15. Bob Bicknell making the recovery there. Golden opportunity.
And they're not doing that. It's not working, so they're going to have to try and go back to basic football. And so far, that basic football, the Wolverines have been more than up to the test.
We got a 2nd and 5 for Holliston from about their 20-yard line. Sweeney, the quarterback. Godani. Handoff not to Godani. Sweeney held the ball, and it was Mark Krakonis tackling him. Sweeney taking exception to it. And we're going to have a few problems here as this game goes on. If it continues this way, the tempers could flare.
Well, frustration, Roger, is really starting to set in the person of one Mark Sweeney, number 17. He's really getting frustrated because who has been in his face all day long? 89, Mark Kukonis picks up his 4th sack of the afternoon. And Sweeney has just got to be completely frustrated.
Sweeney has really not been that much of a factor in this game.
Not at all, and that's due to the fact that the defense, they've been so well scouted, they've been so well tutored by the coaching staff at Westwood. It's just been incredible.
All right, we've got a 3rd and 10 for Holliston from about their own 15-yard line. Sweeney looking to pass again. Complete to number 82, Shea. Mike Shea for the 1st down.
Pass complete to number 82, Mike Shea. 1st down, Holliston.
Good play action by Sweeney. That was the one thing that worried the Westwood coaches. That's the first time it's really worked. He faked inside, and he faked more play action to Bicknell come around, which froze the pass rush. I was able to complete the pass of the 1st down.
1st and 10 Holliston from their own 32-yard line. And as you said, one of the few completions that Sweeney has thrown today. Sweeney looking to pass again under pressure from McCoy and Bean. And he's going to get the ball off, throw it out of bounds to save the yardage, but Bean knocked him down out of bounds, and I tell you, that's the kind of action that Sweeney's been seeing all day. If it hasn't been Peter Bean, it's been Mark Krakonis. If it hasn't been Krakonis, it's been Peter Bean.
Talking with the coaches before the game and last night, they were saying what we want Sweeney to know is every time he's going to be trying to do something,
he's going to be somebody in his face.
And it's going to be 69, it's going to be 79, 89, 66, 78. It's going to be somebody is going to be in his face. 71 Scott McIntyre, and that's what it's been all day long. He's never really had all kinds of time to throw, which is really what he's been accustomed to all year long. Every time he rolls, there's someone there putting pressure on it.
We've got 2
he was forced to throw it to a table, which was wide open on the side of the field.
And that's the only thing that was open. We've got 2:04 left here in the 3rd quarter. Westwood is ahead 8-0. A great ball game for Westwood. They've been controlling the ball throughout the game, controlling Holliston, shutting down their passing attack. Sweeney has been ineffective throughout most of the game. There's a mix-up in the handoff. They finally get it off to number 31. Number 31 is Bacigalupo, and he's brought down by number 48, Dave Henderson.
It was just a mix-up in.
Bacigalupo, the ball carrier, stopped by number 48.
Bacigalupo just kind of took the ball out of Sweeney's hand and started running. Actually made something out of nothing. Was able to pick up about 2 yards on the play. Really a broken play that could have been a disaster for the Panthers. Turned out to be a short gain.
And that's been an indication of what the game has been like for the Panthers throughout most of this afternoon. They have had some glimmers of hope and some bright spots, but they really haven't had a whole lot to sit up and brag about.
Wolverines just kept blowing out the candle, that's all.
I love it. 3rd and 8 here for the Holliston Panthers. Another fake handoff. Sweeney looking over the middle, long, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for number 37, Tom Hines, and the ball was nowhere near him. Covered on the play by number 20, Nick Peters.
Again, Roger, to bring up 4th down, but Sweeney again, who was right in his face? 89, Mark Kokonis was right there, putting on pressure, and Sweeney just had to unleash the ball and threw it as far as he could downfield, where no one was going to get it.
12 and 10 for Holliston. Matt Fair will be doing the punting.
Back to receive for Westwood is number 23, Mike LaCamera, and number 48, Mr. Westwood, Dave Henderson. I love calling that. Yeah, I love calling out Mr. Westwood, Dave Henderson, after the trouble I've been giving him all year long. A good-natured kid, though. We've been kidding each other back and forth throughout the season. Low snap again. Bear gets it off. A bad punt. And Craig Runcie just threw one heck of a block out there on a Holliston kid, and it's Bachelor. And we got a fight on the field. We got a fight on the field between a Holliston player, and it looks like number 71, Scott McIntyre.
Northgrave's throwing his hands up the air like I did nothing.
Those two guys are probably going to get thrown out of the game if we don't have offsetting penalties.
Didn't see what happened back upfield, but I did see Craig Runcie.
That Craig Runcie block?
He put a lick on Lance.
The big hit.
Galupo knocks it, sent him flying, then Galupo got up again. He knocked him right back down.
And that's the way it's going to be throughout the rest of the game as Westwood controls this game. Flags on the play.
Offsetting penalties on sportsmanlike conduct called on both sides.
And I'm surprised they didn't get thrown out. Offsetting penalties.
Well, it was just a little adrenaline flowing. Nothing really happened. But Craig Runcie just getting congratulated on the sideline. He put one heck of a lick on Lance.
It was incredible. And this Baccigalupo was not a small kid.
No, he sent Baccigalupo flying, and Baccigalupo got right back up. He knocked him again.
That was what we were watching. And then we turned to midfield, and there's a fight on the field with McIntyre and one of the Holliston players, and that just overshadowed everything. And then both teams just went at it. Now let's see, we have offsetting penalties. So Westwood will take control of the ball, 1st and 10 from about their own 44-yard line.
Offsetting penalties. Westwood takes over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 44.
Referees call timeout.
And the referees are going to have to assume control of this game from now on. They're probably going to start to call every little thing. And that could be a problem, too, if they call too much. It takes the game away from the players. But
especially later on in the game, because we know that there is pure frustration right now on the white side.
There's no love lost between these two teams to begin with. And the longer this game goes without Holliston starting something, the more frustrated and aggravated they're going to get, and the more physical the game is going to become. First and 10 Westwood from their own 44. Greg Warren, the quarterback, playing a great game this afternoon. Handing off to number 23, Michael Cameron, across the 45 to the 46-yard line, gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Michael Cameron, the ball carrier, gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 from the 46 of Westwood.
Westwood coaching staff going back to that wishbone veer offense that they've been using. It was so successful early in the game.
Westwood virtually putting its passing game in the back pocket today and just eating up the ground, which is something Wolfinger said they would do, run the ball up the middle as much as they possibly could. And they have done that quite effectively today. Warren has not passed that much at all. Shaky handoff, gets the ball off to Rocco Ruggiero. Bad snap from Bean to Warren. Gain of about 2 more yards on the play. 2nd and 6 from the 48 of Westwood.
Rocco Ruggiero, the ball carrier. Gain of 2, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6 from Westwood's 48.
It's quite obvious, so Raj, that Holliston has made the adjustments at halftime on this defense, especially the defensive line. The linebackers are coming up a lot tighter than they were in the first half to try and negate this inside game and the counter game that worked so effectively in the first half.
Winding down the 3rd quarter here, less than 20 seconds to play. This may be the last play of the 3rd quarter here, with Westwood leading 8-0. 3rd and about 6 for Westwood. Handing the ball off to Michael Cameron over the left tackle. Across the midfield stripe, over to Holliston's territory to about their 46-yard line. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, Westwood is ahead, 8-0. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, Westwood is ahead, 8-0. Pete, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. Riley? Mr. Riley, how are you? How you guys doing? What do you got, Joe? What do you got?
At the end of 3 quarters, Archbishop Williams is ahead of Cardinal Spellman 36-6.
36-6, Archbishop Williams over Spellman at the end of 3. Bill Mullen, please report to the refreshment stand. You're holding up the 50-50 raffle. Oh, no, I didn't do that yet. What's his name?
Dan Savoy, the annual Dan Mulgrew Award for Pop Warner, a Pop Warner player.
I'd like to announce that the annual award winner of the Dan Mulgrew Award in Pop Warner was Dan Savoy of the A Pop Warner team. Congratulations, Dan. And we are back at the start of the fourth quarter here with the Westwood ahead, 8-0. They have fourth and about 4 yards to go, less than that, 3 yards into Holliston territory. We got Holliston offsides. There's a flag on the play. Rocco Ruggiero taking exception to the hit. We got Holliston offsides, and that'll give Westwood the automatic first down. Yeah.
Roger, that's the play. They designed that play. It's almost a play-action punt. They bring the quarterback up tight, and they worked on it, and that's exactly what they were looking for was the offsides. Exactly what they wanted was the offsides.
And that'll give them the 1st and 10, automatic on the
And
foul.
what Peter Bean did at center is he just snaps the ball as soon as a guy jumps. As soon as a guy jumps, he just snaps the ball, regardless of who's set up. And automatically puts the guy offside.
Joe Bean.
Joe Bean, I'm sorry.
We have trouble with them sometimes.
Outstanding play by Joe Bean on that play.
1st and 10 Westwood from Holliston's 38-yard line. 45. Somewhere in there. 44-yard line, we'll call it. Holliston's 44-yard line on an automatic first down. Warren to LaCamera. LaCamera off the right tackle. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Brings it up to Holliston's 40-yard line. 7.
Warren, long count. Inside handoff. That's Walter Broke grinding ahead and trying to head for about 3 yards. Another late flag flies.
You have it. Please report here. Don't throw your tickets away in case there's no winner.
Could be a hole from where that came from. There's another one. That's going to go on Joe Bean. He's going to be called for a hold, and he's going to be called for yelling at the referee after. He's going to be called for...
The winning ticket in the 50-50 raffle.
And they get an unsportsmanlike conduct tacked on top of that penalty. So Joe Bean just losing his cool for a foul that he felt he didn't commit. And that's going to move the ball back 20 yards. We're going to set up a 2nd and 26 situation for the Wolverines. It's going to move them back over midfield. .9:53 now remaining in the game. And what you could call your Super Berth semifinal here this afternoon. Beautiful crowd we've got here this afternoon, lining all around the field, about 4 deep.
Again, the winning number in the raffle.
The tradition continues.
39
Westwood and Holliston.
570. If your ticket has been drawn, please report over here to the press box to claim your prize. $550.
Comes over to single penalties now. It's got a dead ball foul against the Wolverines. And they're going to remember they can't lose their composure. They're leading 8-0. It's going to be 2nd and 36 for the first down. There's all-important fourth quarter. They've got the all-important win that's really blowing now behind the back of quarterback Greg Warren. Warren calls a draw play. The camera, he's wide open. He's out to the flat. He fumbles, but he falls back on top of the ball.
He was down. They
called it down. He started the ball right there. And Mike was able to pick up about 12 of those 30 and kick to the side of the field.
Take a nice bounce. There you go. Come on, keep it rolling. Right down to the 10-yard line.
Right on the 10-yard line.
I love it. 1st and 10, Holliston from their own 10-yard line. A great punt by Warren.
Well, Roger, 8:04 to go in the game. Panthers starting from their own 10-yard line. They've really been just ineffective, completely ineffective with their offense this afternoon. They've got 90 yards to go on the Wolverine defense. It's just been outstanding this afternoon.
570 039 570.
Dave Curley has had an outstanding game on both sides of the ball. Goes in with the defense.
That's the last time we'll call it out.
Out come the Panthers. Quarterback Mark Sweeney, Player of the Year in the Tri-Valley League this year.
Not today. Sweeney rolling out to his right, pitching it out to Cordani. Cordani's going to be brought. Bicknell slow to get up.
4 referees on the field, and 1 guy wants to do a pop ball in the game, Raj. It happens every single year. It was not a late hit.
Personal foul.
Raj, I just don't want to talk about it because it's going to get me too upset. Every year it happens.
Holliston.
The hit maybe uncalled for, but the emotion was there. One referee wants to go and call us like it's a bunch of little kids out here and play this game with no emotion. That's going to bring the team up to a course of blues from the Westwood sidelines. Bicknell in motion. Play action, inside handoff counter.
That's number 37 with the ball. Tom Hines, the ball carrier there, hit by Scott McIntyre and number 47, Craig Runcie.
Back in and play his linebacker position.
We got 2nd and 10 for Holliston. Hines in motion. Sweeney rolling out to his right. Throwing long to Bicknell. Complete and out of bounds at about the 35-yard line of Westwood.
Complete the ball, Bicknell. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line of Westwood.
That's the athletic ability of both Mark Sweeney and Bob Bicknell. Bicknell made a great catch of a fine throwing ball by Sweeney. And really, this is the best drive with the help of that penalty that the Panthers have been able to put together so far this afternoon. They've moved down the field, and now 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, call it the 34-yard line of the Wolverines.
The winning ticket, maybe. 039 473. 039 473. If you have that ticket, please report to the press box.
Again, Sweeney drop backs to pass. He's looking. He's under pressure. He fires it out there, and it's almost intercepted. Great defensive play by Craig Runcie.
Westwood.
The winner Mark Sweeney now on the option. He's going to option out. That's not going to pull anyway. Oh, and he gets away. He's able to get just back to the line of scrimmage. Rich Cordani made a great play, avoiding a couple of tackles before finally being knocked out of bounds.
And I was impressed with how quickly Kathy Muldrew moved out of the way of that play at the sidelines there when the players started coming at him. Still got a step or two left in there. Left in the game. Hines in motion from right to left. Sweeney setting up to pass again. No secret about that. We know he's going to pass. There should be a holding penalty there, and it wasn't called. And he's going to be hit by Mike Higgins, number 78. A great play by Mike to knock that ball down. Mike knocked that quarterback down. Westwood will take over.
You said it before. Nobody was open. He had time at first, and they just read. Higgins did his job and read. As soon as he got on the flat, Mike Higgins came up and buried him.
78, Mike Higgins.
The play of the game so far for the Wolverines. They needed it. The defense secondary came through. The secondary had everyone covered. He had nobody open. And with 5.5 minutes to go in the game, that was the play right there for this Westwood defense.
And Westwood will take over on downs 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. A great Holliston team. I don't think anybody, except for maybe the players and the coaches, would have come in here and predicted this.
You couldn't have been. You would have been wearing a white jacket.
Yeah. And that's Walter Ball with the ball across midfield to about the 47-yard line of Holliston. Great run by the freshman. Walter Ball. With only an 8-0 lead, you can't count anything out of the game. It would be nicer if they had a little bit more of a lead so that we could just start sitting here thinking about BU, but still got a long way to go. Mike LaCamera with the ball off the left tackle. He's over the 45-yard down to the 43. 2nd and about 5 for Westwood from the 43-yard line of Holliston. Rocco Ruggiero in motion. And there's the handoff to the freshman, Walter Burrow, and he fights his way down to about the 41-yard line, and he had to fight for that line. And Rocco Ruggiero is going to take it up the middle. Watch this. Right there. Rocco up there for the first down to about the 35-yard line of Holliston.
First down.
Rogers, the clock runs down, and they're moving the ball. These kids can taste
from Holliston's 34-yard line. 2:40 left in the game here. Westwood ahead, 8-0. Rocco Ruggiero in motion from left to right again. And that's Walter Ball, the freshman, in the middle, and he's going to get stacked by Holliston, and it's Bob Bicknell where they make the big trip to BU. And it's apparent that Archbishop Williams is going to be the opponent. Sweeney rolling out to his right, pitching it to Cardani, looking to do a halfback option pass, but it was read very, very well by number 69, Peter Bean. You could see Sweeney pass that ball back behind him, so you know Cardani was going to try to do a halfback option pass, but it was read very well by that Westwood defense.
Again, they're just doing a great job, the defensive end, just stringing out.
Tackle on the play by Peter Bean. Lost, well, maybe about a foot on the play, so it's about, we'll call it second and 10. They haven't changed the yard marker as yet. There you go, 2nd and 10 for Holliston from about their own 10-yard line. I'm sorry, 19-yard line, rather. With 1 minute left in the Archbishop Williams Cardinal Spellman game, Archbishop Williams is ahead 36-6. Second and 10 here for Holliston as they come out of the huddle. Right about their 19-yard line. Max Sweeney is going to be almost exclusively passing now, trying to get something going, except for this play where he hands off to Bicknell. And he's going to be met right in the middle by about 3 or 4 Western players. The play went nowhere. And this Westwood defense is psyched now. They're not going to give up anything.
Not at all. Panthers are now down to 3rd and 10. And going into the win, like we said, a key decision coming out at the half, making them go into the win in the 4th quarter.
1:30 and counting. 3rd and 11. Sweeney looking to pass under pressure from Mark Kournis. He's going to get the pass off. That's Grimwood, incomplete. Oh, he had the ball in his hands and it slipped out at the 50-yard line. Incomplete. A big play there for Westwood.
Roger, almost the play of the year for the Panthers right there. Grimwood gave all the effort. He gave 120% on that one.
And that's the second opportunity Grimwood had on his fingertips.
I'll tell you, he made a great catch. He had the ball. It just got knocked out when he hit the ground.
Pass incomplete.
Raj, one play. 1:14 to go. 4th and 10.
This is it. This could be it.
One play.
4th and 10. You know Holliston's going to go for it. Mark Sweeney has been very effective passing, passing all day long. And here for Holliston. Bicknell in motion. There's a fumble. Sweeney's going to have to eat the ball, and he's going to be swamped by Mike Higgins. Westwood will take over on downs at Holliston's 20-yard line. And with 1:09 left in the game, it looks like it's just about wrapped up.
1:09 to go. Defense is out there hugging each other. They're going wild. The sidelines are going wild.
Westwood will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from Holliston's 20-yard line.
This team came in 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, depending on who you talk to, underdogs.
And Dan, I'll tell you, there's never been a better moment for me to sit here and have to eat crow. I predicted a 24-21 Holliston win. Begrudgingly, my heart is always with Westwood, but on paper, this Holliston team just looked like the better team. All the so-called experts picked them, and Westwood is just going to sit here and say, who is the expert? We are going to the Super Bowl. The heck with all of you other people. And that's it. They're going to control the ball and just let the clock wind down. Holliston's going to have to use.
It's going to be called on Holliston.
Holliston is going to have to use their timeouts as well. We have offsides against Holliston. Offsides called against Holliston.
Roger, there's shock, disbelief on the Holliston sidelines, but there is belief and hysteria on the Wolverine sidelines this afternoon.
That's going to make it 1st and 5 for Westwood, and they didn't even have to do anything to get it. And Westwood is just going to give the ball to Warren, let him go down one knee, make Holliston use their timeouts. Don't want to take any chances here now. There he is, Warren going down to a knee. They're going to protect him. They're not going to let the Holliston players get at him at all. We got less than a minute to play. 1 minute exactly to play in the game. Holliston calls a timeout. Timeout called by Holliston. And Dave Curley and Dave Henderson said they were going to come up here after the game, and they said they were going to make me eat crow. And tell you something right now, I don't mind. We're going to BU, Dan.
We're going to Nickerson, and these kids, more than us, these kids deserve it.
Dan, have you ever been to BU?
Yeah, but under different circumstances.
Yeah, I tell you, it's going to be great. You know, they got great facilities. They got great scoreboard. They got a scoreboard that works without any problem. Although we've been lucky with the one we've had this year. It's going to be just a great feeling to be there.
It's going to be a great feeling for us, Rods, but imagine what the feeling is going to be for these kids.
Yep.
You know, they've worked hard, 14 weeks of football, and this is what they've worked for. You work to get to the top of the mountain, and then you get up there and you got to battle with someone, but the job is to get there, and they've gotten there. They've gotten there this afternoon on guts, heart, sweat, determination.
The Archbishop Williams Cardinal Spellman game. Archbishop Williams has won 36-12. Now we have second and 8 for Westwood. Again, they're just going to eat the ball, and it's going to get physical out there, and the referee's going to have to try to control this now. Holliston will call, again, another timeout. Timeout called by Holliston. 54 seconds left in the game. If you tried, because you'd leave somebody out. We're going to have an offsides against Holliston again.
Encroachment, Raj. Encroachment because he touched the player, so it's encroachment. I learned that in football and
Same thing.
school.
Same thing. Illegal procedure against Holliston. That'll bring the ball up another 5 yards. It'll be third and about 6 for Westwood from about the 15-yard line of Holliston. Holliston does not have any timeouts left, we don't believe. There's 54 seconds left in the game. Warren will just go down to one knee and let the clock wind down. They'll have to run one more play. The clock will remain running. Unless Westwood will probably take a delay of game penalty here. Let the clock wind down 30 seconds, then run one more play off. And it's home to have some turkey and think about next Saturday at BU.
Roger.
Just an unbelievable game. The Westwood's sixth shutout of the game, and it's against the so-called best team in the Tri-Valley League.
So-called, Raj.
Yeah.
So-called, you said it.
Woo. I love it.
Their sixth shutout, the new king of the hill, the Westwood Wolverines.
You have any idea what time we'll be playing next weekend?
No, I don't.
There's that delay of game.
With 14 seconds, one more snap.
Westwood. 14 seconds left. Now Westwood has called a timeout on a clean field, we might add. We heard the fire department wanted to come out here and soak the field down, but they were persuaded not to. Field is held up extremely well after the rain all night. And this is the final play of the game of the 1986 regular league season. Tri-Valley League champions this year is going to be the Westwood Wolverines on an 8-0 win over the Holliston Panthers, who were undefeated previously. And as 7.
The clock
has been stopped.
The clock will stop on the change of possession, so Holliston will have one play. They're going to have one play. They're going to go for all of it.
We'll take over on downs, 1st and 10.
So the final play.
This will be the final play.
The defense has just been outstanding all season long, all day long. Michael Cameron, you can see him dropping back almost in punt formation. No one gets behind you.
We have 12 seconds left in the game. Scoreboard clock is unofficial. 12 seconds. Westwood will play deep in the secondary, taking away any passing that they can from Holliston. Sweeney is going to have to get out of bounds to stop the clock, and he does. Scoreboard clock is unofficial. Sweeney did get out of bounds to stop the clock. He was hit by Peter Bean.
Again, great defensive play. You know what he's going to throw, and they're just coming. There's no one short. Everyone's going, dropping back deep. Linebackers are all deep, and then you just send those 3 men up front and don't give Sweeney that time to set up.
That's it. And that secondary has played great throughout this game. Got to give them a lot of credit. We've got a timeout here called by Westwood. Timeout called by Westwood. You know, I've had my battles with them in track and field. But nothing does seem to be sweeter than when you... And here comes the last play of the game. This is it. Sweeney from the shotgun, looking for a Hail Mary play, and it's going to be And it's going to be intercepted by Dave Curley. And he's going to go in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Dave Curley. Unbelievable. What a way to end this game in the regular league season. That's incredible. Dave Curley with a touchdown. Unbelievable. And that's the speed that Dave Curley has been saying he's had all year long.
That's a fitting end to this game.
Final score is Westwood 14, Holliston 0. Unbelievable.
They're going to go for the point.
Dave Curley.
Well, I don't know if they're going to make them, but I think they might have to go for the point.
Unbelievable. The Westwood team is swamping Dave Curley. He ran into the end zone, did a tumbling somersault. Just an incredible play.
The referees are all sitting at the end of the field. I don't know what they're going to do.
That's it. That's the game. Both teams are shaking hands.
I don't know if they're going to make them go.
We want to wish everyone a happy and healthy, safe Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
They're not going to make them go for the point, Rod, so well,
That's the game.